Unacceptable state of affairs, says the Express. 8th of January 2022. The repeated stories of delays in retrieving bodies of COVID-19 victims and mishaps involving misplaced and wrongly assigned bodies indicate serious problems in the management of the process. Even in the process of managing dead, Rowley and Convent Girl have failed, and the Express now realizes that it is possible that the Funeral Directors Association, which has been co-opted by the Ministry of Health, is overwhelmed by the sheer number of bodies to be handled on a daily basis. Whether or not this is so, it is ultimately the ministry's responsibility to ensure the arrangements put in place operate efficiently, seamlessly, according to protocols and the law, and with the required sensitivity to the deceased and their loved ones. The indignity to which the bodies of some COVID-19 victims have been subjected and the unnecessary distress placed on their families cannot be allowed to continue. And while this goes on, just for vindictive, nasty, racist policies against East Indian and the Hindu community, the government has continued to deny the rights of the Hindu community to respectfully give their dead the proper send-off through open fire cremation. One can only describe it as racist, disgusting, and heartless. Even in this situation, 50,000 for a burial, 50,000 to burn a COVID body. Mahasabha writes to funeral homes on cost, 50,000 to burn a body. Is it a money-making thing again, Rowley? Really? How disgusting. I can't even say it. It's so sickening. And if you all think it's a joke, Victor Roberts, who has been working harder than the MPs for Labre and Point 14 put together, without resources, without help, working and showing the people what love and care is. Look what happened to Victor Roberts' family member. Run it, Archie.
Brother, blessed good evening. This is Victor Roberts. My wife's cousin passed from COVID-19, unfortunately, yesterday afternoon. Could you imagine that the hospital Point 14 have no medicine? We had to collect a prescription by the security guard, go all the way to Shagonas, get this medicine, drop it back with a name tag by the guard. During the course of the day, the sister called and said she have not yet received that medicine. Shortly after, we get a call in the afternoon stating that she is no longer with us. On top of that, the funeral home is now telling us that the earliest appointment that her body can be buried is on the 26th, and they are calling on the family to pay the bill for storage of that body. What is going on is incompetent government led by Keith Christopher Rowley. It's about time people realize that this PNM government had to go. They're killing we loved ones, they're murdering them in the hospital, so people ain't realizing what happening then.
Brother, this is just the last words from another family in Point 14 before the father passed away, brother. Boy, brother, I know. I feel I had enough of this thing, man. I know where's my next move. I already know.
And I love you with all my heart. And I want to let you know we can see each other again. We will see each other again.
I need to get that miracle, God.
And I love you so much. I love you, Aaron. Aaron, just say some words to Daddy, Dana. Just say this so he won't get Aaron.
Love you, man. Don't give up on me, man.
Please.
Don't give up, please, man.
Please don't give up on me, and we love you with all we heart. Just fight for me, and we love you.
Oh Lord, ask the doctor if I will come and see him. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh brother.
country crosses 3,000 COVID deaths. 1,000 people died from the virus in the past 45 days. But just remember this. Just remember what you're about to see. And just understand, it's not no game. Politics is not no game. It's a very serious thing. Watch this. And if it does sicken you, especially if you voted for this, that meant you looked, you saw, you read, you analyzed, and you chose this. If you did that and you don't feel sick to regurgitate now, then you too are not human. Run it, Archie.
It reached the point where the Blavatnik School of Government, which is a school of Oxford University, one of the top universities of the world, judged Trinidad and Tobago #1 in the world, #1 in the world, #1 in the world. We got 0.8 for testing, tracing, and isolation. 0.8 out of 1 is fabulous. We got 0.9 for community understanding, the way Dr. Rowley led us in talking to the people. But we scored a perfect 10 or a perfect 1 in this area. Management of imported cases and control. Listen to that. The way we managed how cases came into the country, how we controlled it, Trinidad and Tobago got a perfect score of 1. #1 in the world, #1 in the world. It reached the point where the Blavatnik.
If anybody other than those who have a contract, who have a work, or who going up for a seat, local government or MP, or could get a senator work, if any other human being in life ever votes for that, then something wrong with us. Good night.